It's been like half a day since the Luka trade, and I'm still shocked. I still don't know how this happened, why this happened, and I mean, it just happened out of nowhere, just a Shams tweet, and the whole NBA world went crazy. For those that missed it, the Dallas Mavericks traded Luka Doncic to the LA Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a first-round draft pick. The decision to part ways with Luka is mainly about conditioning and money. Like, I'm a little confused on their main reasons for this. You have a guy who's 25, just came off a finals run, is hurt right now, but he's still averaging 28, 8, and 8, and last year led the league in scoring, averaging 34, 9, and 9. Next season, he was up for a 5-year, $345 million supermax, and if you're the Mavs, I mean, Luka is a top 3 player in the game. You have money, like, why would you not pay him a 5-year, 345? You're willing to trade a top 5 player in the game, top 3 player in the game at age 26, just so you don't have to pay him. Like, whoever else you're going to bring in, even if you traded Luka hypothetically, you'd have to pay them too. So money is not an issue, and when you have a guy like Luka on your hands, you do whatever you do to keep him. And as far as Luka, he loved Dallas. He didn't want this trade to happen. He didn't want it to go through. He didn't even know this is happening. Damn near no one knew this is happening. LeBron didn't know, AD didn't know, Luka didn't know, and the only 2 teams that even discussed the deal were the Mavs and the Lakers. Let's say you're Nico Harrison, the Mavs GM, and you decide, let's trade Luka. Why would you not shop around and look for better offers than just the first offer that you give out to the Lakers? I mean, Luka is a generational talent, a top 3 player in the game. There are teams with a lot of assets. Like, what do you think the Rockets would have given up? Or the Nets? Like, there's so many teams with a shit ton of first round picks. Or they just have so much to offer, young stars. You trade him for a guy who's worse than him, or not even younger, worse and older, and 1 first round pick that is 4 years away. It's just left me confused. Like, I understand you want to win now, but Luka literally brought you to the finals, and Luka is going to bring you to finals in the future. So Luka is just winning now and the future. Why would you want to trade that away? I think Luka and Kyrie have made the finals. Kyrie and Anthony Davis are both 32 plus, and they've never played together. That's always going to have some issues, and the current Mavs centers, Gaffer and Lively, work pretty well with Luka. I mean, I think Luka is a really good playmaking talent. I just don't see any reason. Let's say Kyrie and Luka don't work out, and Kyrie ages or slightly falls off. Boom, just try another iteration. You tried Porzingis, didn't work. Now you tried Kyrie, got closer. Now you went to the finals. You try iterations. I mean, the guy is 25 years old. You can make the most out of his career in Dallas for another 10 years here, just trying different stuff, and no one will blame you because you're trying to maximize the roster around your world-class superstar. You can try different players around him. He just went to the finals. All this for Anthony Davis, a player with past injury concerns, who is on the decline in terms of his age. Like, I just don't get it. And the first round pick in Max Christie is not going to net you anything to change your franchise. You know who changes the franchise? A superstar that's super young like Luka Doncic, who you just had less than 24 hours ago. For the Lakers, I mean, I really got to applaud Rob Pelinka. You never get deals like this, and when you do, you just got to take them. I mean, Luka Doncic, the guy's 25, a top 3 player in the league. I said that multiple times in this video. You have him alongside the greatest player of all time, LeBron James, who probably has, 1.5 seasons left in the league. My thing is, I don't really know if Luka and LeBron is going to work. I mean, offensively, it's going to be so fun. Similar type of player in terms of what they can do on the court and their roles. So I want to see how that works out. Obviously, LeBron is a shell of his MVP and all-time prime. But LeBron is still a very good player at age 40, averaging 25. So I want to see, like, what can this team do? Realistically, I don't think they're going to win a championship just from the defense perspective. LeBron has slowed down a bunch on the defensive side of things, and Luka has never been a great defender. One move they still need to make is acquiring a center, so we can look at guys like Chris Boucher, Jonas Valanciunas, Yusuf Nurkic as guys they might trade in the next couple of days before Thursday's trade deadline. But just in general, I don't think this roster has enough to win a championship. The depth is meh. I mean, just the whole roster is just alright. Plus, you now have a superstar in Luka. I think where this gets really good for the Lakers is when LeBron retires. You have LeBron's contract off your books, and now you can just build around a 26, 27-year-old Luka who's entering his prime or in his prime, and you have this player for the next couple years till he hits free agency. You can maximize that. Everyone loves LA. Everyone wants to win. And Luka Doncic is in LA, and he leads to winning basketball. So they'll have no trouble attracting superstar talent or making trades. Austin Reeves is a guy I think is going to be able to grow alongside Luka at that shooting guard position. It's going to be cool to see him and Luka around the backcourt in LA for the next couple years. Max Christie has played really well, and he's a really solid young player. I mean, you just don't miss out on Luka Doncic, and if that means losing 1 first-round pick and Max Christie, you take it. I mean, we're talking about a league where Mikal Bridges was traded for 5 first-round picks, Rudy Gobert got a crazy package, and now a top 3 player in the league, MVP level player who's in his age 25 season, who just went to the finals, is traded for a declining, aging Anthony Davis, a first-round pick, and a solid young player. It's actually crazy. A highway robbery by the Lakers, and the only way this deal ever makes sense for me is if Kyrie and Anthony Davis click and the Mavs somehow win a title in the next 2 years. I mean, if you don't win a title, your whole thing was win now, right? Anthony Davis and Kyrie, win now, defense wins championships. If they don't win a title, this will go on as a worse trade than it already is in today's matters. And this might be the luckiest break the Lakers have had. I mean, looking into the Lakers post LeBron, we were going to see a 34-year-old AD as the biggest asset they have alongside with Austin Reeves. Now you just flip that 34-year-old Anthony Davis for a 27-year-old MVP caliber Luka Doncic. Now Luka can't even sign a 5-year, $345 contract extension, so the extension for the Lakers is probably a 3-year, $180 deal, give or take. I mean, right after LeBron retires, you have a guy to hand the torch off to, and even if you don't win anything the last 2 years of LeBron's career, you have Luka in his prime in LA. I mean, that's got to be the luckiest and most perfect ending from the Lakers front office and fan perspective. And if you look at the Lakers, this is what they do. Throughout their entire history, it's like a whole dynasty. Like, let's take a look at their history. Mikan, Chamberlain, West, Baylor, Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, James Worthy, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Pau Gasol, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and now Luka Doncic. And the thing is, for this current season, the Mavs have been struggling ever since Luka got injured. And if you look at the West where it currently is, the Mavs could easily take on the Grizzlies or the Rockets, or they can have a good matchup against the Thunder if they had Luka. Now they have to reorient their team around Kyrie and Anthony Davis and go into these playoff series without an A1, a top guy, a top dog like Luka Doncic, who's now chilling in LA with LeBron James. I'm just devastated, man. This is the craziest trade in NBA history. No one saw this coming. Yeah. Peace out. I'll be back soon. It's been a minute, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.